about a little What's Up with Florida?
You goddamn people in Florida! You bunch of bastards!
Florida, Florida, Florida. What's up with Florida? You always have the craziest news. What's up with you? Florida, Florida, Florida. What's up with Florida? Let's all find out what happened now in Florida.
Miss Allie McKay?
Bean.
What lengths do you go to make sure you are not being secretly videotaped at home?
I don't know why you think it's weird not to have anything like a Roomba or a Amazon, whatever they are. Who's
Alexa.
that lady? Alexa.
Right.
I don't know why you think it's weird to cover up your laptop as well as the camera on your iPhone.
Yes.
Everyone should be doing this. And keep an eye on your smoke detectors, people.
This is what I'm saying. This is Allie. Allie is making sure nobody ever sees her in her house. And look, it's creepy if it ever turns out that happens.
Well, it does. People can spy on you through your computer. There have been stories on the Today Show on Good Morning America where people are watching you in your home and you have no idea.
Well, you're going to be terrified to hear this story in What's Up with Florida. This is an Indiana couple that is renting a place on Airbnb.
Oh,
and by the way, I feel even terrible bringing this story to the air because anyone who travels who uses Airbnb, you're never going to be able to not think about this. Derek Starnes and his wife were one night into their stay in the Longboat Key area of Florida when they realized that something was weird with the master bedroom smoke detector. Derek took it down from the ceiling and he realized it wasn't a smoke detector at all. It was a secret camera recording HD video and audio of him and his wife right above the bed. He called police. They searched the rental, discovered a second hidden camera in another area of the house. So they went in and seized computer storage data devices and hard drives, computers and laptops, anything that would store data. They're now looking for other people who have stayed at this address at 623 Cedars Court for the past 2 years. Police arrested the owner of the rental, a 56-year-old man named Wayne Nat. They've charged him with video voyeurism. He claims that he used the cameras to film sex parties in his home, but never filmed anyone who stayed in the Airbnb without their consent. Mm-hmm. He says everyone was aware that he was videotaping them, and the police said, then if that's true, why did you hide the cameras in a smoke alarm? I have a feeling this story is going to break down, and they're going to find that he's been taping everybody who's rented out his place for Airbnb for the past. I don't think he was restricting the recording to his own sex life. Do you?
See, I just said watch out for smoke detectors.
You certainly did. You certainly did. Anyway, have fun staying at your next Airbnb, you guys.
Thanks, Pete.
A 27-year-old man was rushed to the hospital in Vero Beach. This story made national news because he is a Dallas Cowboys fan and his wife is a Green Bay Packers fan. And they had a series of bets around the game on Sunday night. He ended up losing. Wasn't this the game Aaron Rodgers had another one of his unbelievable comebacks in the last minute to take the lead and win the game? Well, he went outside to burn his Dallas Cowboys jersey. Apparently that was one of the wagers that he had. By the way, how did a Cowboys and a Packers fan ever get married? Doesn't it seem like that would be enough to keep them apart? So he walked outside their house and set his jersey on fire, but apparently he was so drunk that he then immediately after that decided to try to put the jersey on. Oh. He put a flaming jersey on his body and obviously caught fire. Skin was hanging off of his arm and back. They had to throw him to the ground and stomp on him to try to get the fire out, but took him to the hospital. He was recovering at Indian River Medical Center, so he had a bad night. His team lost, and he got drunk and burned and ended up in the hospital. And by the way, even if you're his wife, you're so excited about that win, that kind of puts a damper on your enthusiasm for winning the bet, right?
Does it?
I would think so. I would hope so.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Although he is a Cowboys fan.
Right?
So
he remains a Cowboys fan at the end of this.
Here's a man in Pinellas Park in this edition of What's Up with Florida. He was arrested after walking into the Achieva Credit Union and indicating to the teller that he had a gun. Give me the cash. He ran from the store with the cash. It doesn't say how they were able to track him down to a nearby hotel, but in interviews, detectives said that Mr. Johnson told him he was in need of money and he had searched on Google for how to rob a bank. Not sure why that was part of the exit interview, and I'm also not sure why he didn't Google a little further to find out how to get away with robbing a bank, because whatever he learned was not enough for him. Here's a bizarre story. This is an example of how to do everything wrong in the event that you are arrested. This man is in Jacksonville, and he is drunk, and he is in the Golden Rooster Bar and Grill. Employees there had asked him numerous times to leave, and he wouldn't. Well, he was outside standing in front of the bar when police arrived, but when he saw the cops coming, he ran inside because, as he said later, he wanted his beer. He refused to leave, was placed under arrest for trespassing. While in the car, he tried to bribe the police officers, saying he would pay them both $50 if they would just let him go.
Huh.
The report said the officer asked the man if he was trying to bribe them, and he said yes. And I will also throw in some donuts. So not only $50 for letting this go away, I'll throw in some donuts. Now, if you're offering donuts to a police officer, does that seem like a compliment? Doesn't it seem like you're kind of mocking them, making fun of them a little bit?
I feel like you are, but what if that particular officer is like still their donuts? So I'm in.
That's true. All right. So the officer says no to the $50. Then he says no to the donuts. Then Mr. Barnes became agitated and started kicking the seat. Officers say he then threatened to shoot them the next time he saw them on the streets. He told them he has a .45 pistol and he kills people for a living. Again,
nope.
The only thing that happened here is you were drunk and disorderly. Now you're adding on bribery. Now you're adding on potential assault charges. Shut up. Stop talking, Mr. Barnes. He tried bribing them again after that and offered them $1,000 each if they released him. Needless to say, they did not. His court appearance is set for Halloween. And one more, and I wish Kevin were here today because maybe he would be able to explain the mindset of this man in Lehigh Acres. He tried to jump a canal. Before attempting to jump, witnesses were quoted telling the TV station that they saw the man drive right up to the edge of a canal in Florida and then get out of a car to take a look at how far across it was. Then he backed up and tried to drive his car through the air over a canal. By the way, it was 20 feet side to side. He did not make it. He was not injured, but his Toyota Corolla was totaled. Investigators say they were not sure why the man even attempted the jump, noting all he had to do was drive a few blocks to get to the other side. But he was trying to make a shortcut, and he did not make it. Oof. I mean, drunk, right? I would think.
Yeah.
Or just some sort of daredevil or YouTube or something. It's just not a good...
Drunk daredevil trying to get on YouTube.
Right?
Yes.
That's why we ask, what's up with Florida?